My name is Ann Gass and I serve on the Greytown Council. I decided to apply for that vacant spot because I had really enjoyed being on the council when I served a full term before and thought that I had something to offer. I love so much about Grey. I love the people who live here. I love Libby Hill. I love just the feel of the town and the knowledge that people are working together to make it an even better place to live. I've lived in Grey for 35 years. And as a council, I serve as liaison to the Community Economic Development Committee, to the Open Space Committee, and to the Resiliency Committee, among other things. But when the year that I was off the council, I was a regular member of the Open Space Committee. And for me, one of my big interests has been improving the village. And 10 years ago or more, I started a bike ped committee in Grey and kind of led the effort to create the village area loop trails that are used quite a bit now and are in the process of being expanded. So I'm looking forward to making the village more walkable and bikeable and attractive for businesses as well as for people who live here. You know, it's just been a core value for me to volunteer in the community where I live. I really believe that democracy is us. It's it's the people. It's not our elected officials, whether it's at the local level, the state, or the federal level. We have to participate to make democracy work. And the town of Grey is just not big enough. We don't have enough money to pay people to do everything we want to get done. So, I mean, here a good example is the Blueberry Fest. I mean, that is completely volunteer-led. Council puts in a smidgen of money to help it work, but really, I mean, what an amazing event that wouldn't happen if it weren't for volunteers. So I think it's fun. You learn a lot and you get to know other people, so why not? You know, I've had occasion to move around Grey talking to people for other purposes, and I found that I really love talking to people about the issues that they care about and to bring them up to speed on the things that we've been trying to do in Grey and to get their input on how to do it better or differently. And so I'm looking forward to figuring out ways to increase the amount of community involvement, whether it's at town council meetings or committee meetings or just at special events. I think we're in some ways kind of leaving money on the table from businesses who might locate here if it were a more attractive place to be that brought in more shoppers, more customers. It's going to be a big lift. I'm not going to pretend that it won't be. We're going to have to work closely with Maine DOT and go after federal money to get where we want to go. But I think that's a huge challenge for us. I think Grey also faces the same challenges that a lot of other towns do around Maine. We have a big infrastructure, a big road network, and it's costly to maintain. It's not getting cheaper. So how do we maintain our town infrastructure and our services and keep taxes affordable for the people who live here? That's a huge challenge. It isn't just my vision. I think that's the first thing for people to understand. I have this vision of people working together to define solutions to problems that exist. And we can do it together, we do it better together. So I don't want to pretend that I have all the answers. I know I don't. But together, it's been my experience time and time again that if we work together to identify what the problems are and come up with solutions, we're going to get there. I mean, I just love it when people come to a meeting and have an idea that I never thought of. I mean, how cool is that? I learn something every time and it moves us in a really great direction.